about to spoil Deep Red from 1975. If you haven't seen the movie and you plan on watching it, leave now and come back later. But if you have seen it, or you just don't care, then please stick around. Hey Cameron?
Yes, Justin?
I've been looking at the maps of the casino, and there seems to be a hidden room from the past owners.
Oh.
Now, I was trying to think of how to get in there, because it seems to be plastered over. Even the windows are gone.
Oh.
So, do we go up through the hallway towards what looks to be a doorway that has been plastered over, or...
We could go on the outside of the building.
We could go on the outside of the building!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Cinema Roulette. Yeah, we're here and we're still in person, and this has been such a blast to do so far.
You know, I was going to jokingly point out, we had not pointed out for the last two episodes that we were in person.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, we can just keep it going. And then you immediately point out we're in person.
Oh, well, I guess that's enough of that nonsense then, huh?
Yeah, but we're finishing off another director.
Yes, moving right along. And we're back in the horror genre this time.
Last could still be like horror adjacent.
Yes, 100% agree.
Actually, last is also horror adjacent because that was probably with the Pride episode.
Yeah, still with the horror. Then
I'm trying to think and sadly this is disconnected from the other movies of the spin director wheel because it has a normal narrative.
Yep. Which is very nice and very refreshing.
Also is very far from reality compared to the other three.
Yeah. But yes, today we are reviewing Back with Dario Argento. I should rephrase that, hold on.
No, I'm not cutting it.
Okay. So today we are back with Dario Argento. It is what a lot of people consider to be among his best movies, 1975's Profondo Rosso, also called Deep Red.
That was a decent silence.
That was all right. Yeah.
Yeah, Deep Red. We're back with our... We really went up and down when covering Argento, huh?
We really did. Just good.
There, and we finish on a high note at least.
Yes, which is very nice.
Yeah, remember Joy? Joy's nice.
Yeah, Joy's nice.
I'm trying to think of like banter noises.
Yeah, because I will say probably I should save that for the end actually. Yeah, shit. This is a little hard to transition here, isn't it?
It is. Well, if we have no banter, I guess we just gotta get right into the synopsals.
Yeah, take it away.
We open on Christmas. It's Christmas, time of joy and giving, and someone gave someone a knife multiple times.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the present, or at least 1975, so still the past, but less of the past than it was before. We see a man conducting some jazz. Man, it sure would be stupid if this was like cut or something.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it?
It's a nice introduction to Mark. And after that, we just see Mark directing his little band. It's like, yeah, you guys need to loosen up. You need to free flow this. It's jazz, not a normal orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut to a theater, an opera house, where a woman is kind of showing off that she's a telepath. She can't see into the future, but she can see what is happening in the moment, within the room. She calls out a man, knows his name, knows the key ring that's in his pockets, and they've never met before, usual stuff. Then she gets more of a psychic connection with someone in the crowd. Because they're a murderer... And she starts going a bit, the telepath starts going a bit haywire because, like, it's fucked up to see into a killer's mind.
Yeah, she's come into contact with a perverse mind, as she says.
Which we see from the killer's POV, them get up and leave. This is explained later that if you've never been on stage, when those lights are on, you cannot see the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
You're basically blind. They are sealed in darkness by comparison.
Mm-hmm.
But the murderer hobbles away. Everything gets kind of back to normal. The telepath is like, oh man, I think I just need to go home. It should be fine. I do feel the lingering of the murderer's thoughts still here. Which I would have to, if I wanted to be very pedantic, I'd have to ask, does that happen with any other thoughts that you've sensed as a telepath? Or does that mean the murderer is still here? Because they are.
They totally are.
They're watching her. She goes home. She's making a call. Everything seems okay. And then there's a knock at the door. Interesting enough. Let's go see who's here. And oh, I sense something bad out there. Yep, that's right. We have our black cloak, black glove killer come in and just fucking they brutalize her. They meat cleaver right away.
Yep, just right to the shoulder.
Anyway, back with Mark. He's out and about. He's talking to his friend Carlo. Carlo is also a pianist, but he does it as an actual job while Mark does it for artistry. And Carlo doesn't take that well because he's shit-faced.
Yeah.
He's sitting outside of a diner and Mark is just trying to talk to him. And it's like, dude, you can't keep doing this to yourself. You're going to die if you do. Yeah, he lives like a bunch of trash, you know? Trashy lifestyle. But he tries to comfort his friend, but is like, do you want me to walk you home? Nah, I can make it. And then Mark looks at his apartment building just down the road, looks up, sees a woman in the window. The woman is screaming bloody murder. She gets stabbed, breaks her head through the window, and gets impaled on the glass. Yeah, he just saw the murder.
Yep.
He quickly runs upstairs, and for some reason, I know this is for a level of surrealism and just general set design, but she has a bunch of creepy stylized photos for the long hallway that leads to her front door.
Yeah.
And Mark even sees one that kind of catches his eye, but we have a murder solved. We're just going to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Goes in there. Yeah, she's dead. Calls the cops, and the cops are asking him questions. And as he's leaving, he asks if the cops touch anything when they're doing murder investigation. The cops are like, no. Why would we? That would ruin the crime scene. We make it. We take great point. What am I looking for?
Take great pride
in not touching shit. We make sure the crime scene is good. And he's like, oh, okay. Why would you ask that? No reason.
Yeah.
The weird painting he saw earlier, though, is gone. Also, a reporter pops in through the front door and snaps a picture of Mark, who is Gianna?
Gianna, yep.
Gianna. And she's going to be helpful later because she wants to work with Mark to solve this murder. But yeah, there's a weird painting missing. He talks to the police. He goes home. And then next day at the funeral, Gianna.
Yeah.
If I say it wrong multiple times, I apologize. But her and Mark meet up at the funeral, and then they start just kind of talking.
Yeah.
Talking about what's going on, just talking about who they are as people. We get into her fucked up Lil Fiat where the doors will get stuck locked. The passenger seat falls to the floor basically,
Yep.
So Mark is stuck with his eyes level with the dash. I was legit surprised this wasn't involved in killing her or something.
Yeah, I know.
They really set up like this car was going to be a problem, and it's just kind of a gag.
It's just a gag. It's just used for comedy, which is lightly sprinkled throughout the film.
Yeah, to help with all the murders.
Yep.
But we do take some leads. We go back to the theater and talk to the art presenters, and they're like, did you see anything? Is there any possibility that you saw the murderer? It was like, we could see shapes.
Yeah.
That's about it. It's not like people normally come and murder us. So that's a bit of a dead end. We also go back to Gianna's apartment, and we have a bit of talk of sexism because Mark's like, I should handle this myself. Women aren't as strong as men. She goes, prove it. Arm wrestle me.
Yeah.
Technically, she cheats twice, but still, the point remains of she beat him, and this hurts his pride a good bit. He's like, I don't need you. I'm going to go solve this murder myself. Okay.
Right.
Do you want to go get dinner, though? Maybe. But not right now. I'm mad with you.
Yeah.
Also, I should say, back during the murder, Mark saw out the window the killer running away in all black, but his buddy Carlo also made eye contact with him.
Yep.
However, Carlo was very drunk.
Yep.
He tries to go to Carlo's house where his mother is, and his mother oddly hits on Mark. Like, tries to get real close in a real uncomfortable way, and even Mark's like, okay, yeah, I'm just
looking for Carlo.
I'm looking for Carlo. I'm a musician. Oh, an engineer. No, musician. Oh, yeah, I'm an actor sometimes. But eventually he finds out where Carlo is. Carlo is with his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yes, Carlo has a boyfriend and is also already drunk before noon.
Yep.
And Carlo tries to say, like, great, now you know I'm a drunk and a fag.
Yep.
And Mark's just like, I don't care. Did you see the murderer?
Yeah. He's like, I don't care about your preferences. I just don't want you to drink yourself to death, basically.
Also, just gonna say, dude was hot.
Yeah.
Hot boyfriend.
Honestly? Yeah. I'd hit that.
But yeah, he is able to sober up Carlo a bit more and get him to work, basically.
Yep.
And Carlo's like, yeah, I kind of remember the murderer. It's super hazy, though. They ran off that way. Marco, I forget if it was here or earlier, but Mark does mention the painting that keeps bugging him because he didn't see it when he was leaving. And Carlo goes on a kind of long tirade saying, it could be important, or you're just fucking imagining things because you always feel so self-important.
Yeah. He was, that was earlier, that scene, yeah.
That was early, right.
At the fountain, yep.
Where they have a weird shouting match pretty far from each other.
Yeah.
Which, since that happened earlier, now Carlo's kind of like, hey, I'm sorry. I don't even remember half of what I said. I was pretty shit-faced, even for me. Mark says, fine, I still need to think about this photo. But also, he has work. He has pianist work.
Yep.
Look at us. Not one dick joke yet with the phrase pianist.
Surprisingly, yes.
We're finally maturing on this show. Only took 200 episodes. But Mark's at home. He's writing music. And then he hears music. And surprisingly, like a smarter person, he doesn't go to investigate it right away. And then the music stops. Okay. More worrying. Because someone does have to stop a song in order for it to, stop.
Mm-hmm.
And like an actual thinking human being, Mark grabs a bird statue that he has near his piano and then keeps playing while watching the door, trying to act like he's doing everything normal, so if the killer runs in, he can at least fight back.
Yes.
However, suddenly the phone rings, it makes him jump. The killer didn't jump in right when the phone went off, so might as well, he jumps towards the door, closes it, picks up, and whoever's on the other line, it's like, hey, call the fucking cops.
Yeah, I think he locks it, actually.
Yeah, he closes and locks the door. And on the other line is Gianna.
Yep.
And he's like, holy fuck, like the killer, someone is in my house, call the cops right now, please, oh my god.
Yep.
She's like, okay. Are you sure though? I have news to tell you. It's just like, just shut up. They are actively here. And the killer even says through the door, I will get you, Mark.
Yeah.
Maybe not tonight, but someday. Well, shit. The killer does go away before cops can even show up, but we do have a new lead. The weird song that was playing. which we found the theme. And that theme is also tied to a book. And that book has a picture of a house with weird trees. And that has to be connected in some capacity.
Yeah.
So we need to find the author. Mark tells Gianna to look up wherever the author is and figure out where she lives so we can ask where the hell she got the photo. However, the killer finds the author first and brutally just fucking murders her.
Yeah.
Boils her face in a bathtub and also slams her head into a wall a good few times.
Mm-hmm.
She does, however, while dying on the floor, she's able, due to the steam bath that was run to boil her alive in. Yeah, this movie gets a bit fucked sometimes. Mm-hmm. She's able to write on the steam who the killer is. Sort of. Well, we won't get to know what it said. Because it's just, they are...
Yeah, that's it. Or something like the killer is.
The killer
like
is... Oh, no, it was.
It was. Oh, yeah. I-T, yeah.
Mark shows up to the author's house, and of course, she's already dead. And he touches the body, because Mark's kind of an idiot.
Because, of course.
Luckily, Gianna shows up, and it's like, oh, fuck. Well, she's dead. That's a dead end. More ways than one. Yeah, and also the cops are probably going to figure out you're connected in some capacity within the next 3 days. So we really need to find who this killer is.
Mm-hmm.
So now we need to figure out where this photo was taken. Which Mark starts going around. Since the trees are different, he goes to is it botanist would be the proper term?
Someone who sells trees. A botanist, I think, is someone who studies trees.
I mean, these people seem pretty knowledgeable while selling the trees.
That's true. Yeah, that'd be a good term for it. Botanist is an expert on plants.
Yeah. He finds other experts on plants until finally figuring out, yes, we did import those trees like years ago, but they are not made for the Italian climate.
Mm-hmm.
And he... Through just asking, it's like, can you give me the records of everyone who bought this tree? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he said something like, I'm studying or something like that. He said he was something else.
Giordani is also helping with this investigation. I think he was one of the people on stage.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's helping look into it. He goes to the author's house and figures out the Steam message. And he doesn't say. But he goes back home and he's calling for Mark, but Mark is out looking for the tree, which he does find the house. It's been abandoned for years. It's known in town as a ghost house. So he's spending his time there. His buddy, however, he knows too much.
Yep.
And he's sitting at home in his office and he hears a noise. The killer might be getting closer. There is an open door, and all of a sudden our door opens. And a freaky little fucking doll walks up to him, giggling.
Yeah.
And he quickly slices at it with a knife he had on his desk and chops the robot's head open. That was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And the killer's here too!
Hey!
Where'd the killer get a robot doll? Great question. Anyway, we slammed this dude's face teeth first into multiple corners.
It's so painful.
You know, if it was made in the 80s, you would have seen more of it, like, shattered, basically. Until the killer finishes him off with a stab to the neck. Anyway, back at the spook house. Mark is still looking around. Place seems pretty abandoned. A lot of cobwebs. And then there's marks in the wall. Mm-hmm. Not Mark as in him. Marks as in, like, dashes and whatnot. And he starts peeling away the paint. And an image begins to appear. It seems to be the Christmas murder we saw in the opening. With someone who has their heart cut out and a child with a knife. Well, that's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Also, while he's investigating, a window closes without him noticing. And even when he tries to leave, the glass falls out and hits him on the head. Luckily, he's fine.
Yeah.
It didn't guillotine him. We're still kind of looking around the house. Mark also doesn't want to tell his girlfriend what's going on because he's starting to get a little paranoid since someone found the author when he only told like 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still looking around this place, and then he realizes something in the photo. There's supposed to be a window there, where is now a blank wall. So he also did spot a weird hallway early on that seemed to just go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably the room. Obviously, we need to scale the outside of the building and hit it with a hammer to try and get in the middle of the night. On this building that is falling apart on its own.
Yep.
So anyway, that fucks up, and he almost falls to his death, but luckily is able to catch himself and climb down, and then does the logical thing.
Where he goes inside anyway, into the wall, which I don't know why he didn't do this in the first place.
We needed that extra 10 minutes.
Yep.
He busts open the wall and sees a skeleton sitting in there.
Oh.
And then someone hits him in the head from behind. A bonk. The house is burnt. When he wakes up, Gianna's there and is like, hey, I found you inside. You doing okay? There was already a fire going. He's like, fuck, all the evidence is in there. We needed that.
Mm-hmm.
But then he goes, so this house had been abandoned, but someone still had the keys. That's how Mark got in. And that guy had a daughter. Mark goes back to kind of talk a bit more about the house, see if there's any other leads to follow, and then realizes there's a photo there. It's the photo from the wall. Also, Mark didn't see this, but and he left the house the first time, a bit of the wall fell off even more, and there was a third person in the murder.
Mm-hmm.
But the little girl of the guy who owns this place, she drew the same picture. And he's like, why did you do this? Did you draw this? No, I based, after a bit of bickering, basically just, no, I based off something I saw in school, that Leonardo da Vinci school.
Yep.
It's not high school. It's not middle school. It's just school.
Just Leonardo da Vinci school.
Just school. Where you can have beer, and burgers.
Yes. And go to bar to get drink.
So instead of waiting until morning, our 2 heroes break into the school and go looking for the files. And at some point, they split up because Gianna's like, we should probably just call the cops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair. So she goes to find a phone. Mark keeps looking through the files and does find the picture. Of course, it's signed by the artist. But also, Gianna's been stabbed.
Yep.
The killer was here and even took the time to draw some spooky photos on a chalkboard and stuff.
Ooh.
But Mark knows who the killer is and calls him out. It was Carlo.
Oh my gosh, Carlos.
And Carlo has a revolver, is like, hey, I told you to stop looking. I told you to go fucking home. But you just couldn't listen. Your pride was too much on the line.
Yep.
Luckily, the cops show up before Carlo can unload into Mark. And the cops chase Carlo. Carlo almost gets away. But a garbage truck with a bunch of wiring in back that's kind of leaking out the sides passes him by. And it grabs onto his leg, drags him for a good couple of blocks before finally the garbage truck drivers realize something's wrong and stop. However, it's right in the middle of the road. Another car comes speeding past and just fucking flans his skull.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Well, that's it though. Gianna's in the hospital and she'll make a full recovery for once.
Yep.
Argento doesn't kill his wife.
Yeah, I know. And then, Grant, he didn't kill him in Tenebrae either, but...
True. But that's it. We're all coming into a close. Mark goes back to the place where he originally saw the murder, and then... Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
How'd Carlo kill someone while standing right next to Mark? Maybe we could just go look in the apartment one more time, just to be safe. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out the real killer has been Carlo's mother the entire time. She did the murder because the person knew who he was and was a psychic, could point out the murders.
Yep.
So it turns out just one day, on Christmas Day, she kind of snapped when her husband was being a bit rude to her. and just stabbed the shit out of him in front of Mark, which traumatized him for life. Which
In front of Carlos.
Sorry, Carlo.
Yeah.
It's not Carlos. It's just Carlo.
Carlo.
In front of Carlo, which is why he's a drunk, miserable wreck. Well, he's more of a wreck for other reasons now.
Yes.
And after getting into a scuffle with Carlo's mother, they end up rolling back into the apartment hallway. Carlo's mother's necklace gets caught in an elevator, and quick thinking, Mark hits a button and fucking decapitates her.
Yup.
And with that, as Mark looks into the deep red puddle, the movie ends.
Yep.
Because Argento does not like having a wrap up. Just done.
Yeah, like he does that in most of his other movies too, like Suspiria. Just place quotes, credits roll. Like it's great.
Solve the problem.
Yeah,
going home.
That's something I love about his movies is that just they kind of end right when they need to. There's no like extra banter at the end. It's just over.
Did you know he was going to go for another animal title, but didn't because of other Giallos were copying him at the point?
Yes, I did. Yeah, because this was released at the height of the Giallo craze that he basically started. But yeah, this was released at the height of the Giallo craze, and just a bunch of like imitation titles popped up, like Iguana with a Tail of Fire or something like that. Like all these random ones. And let me see, I had the original title pulled up here.
There's a lot of titles for this movie. Like every foreign version has a different name.
Really?
Sorry if you hear a dog. There's a dog.
Yeah. His original working title for the film was The Saber-Toothed Tiger, matching the animal motif of his previous Gialli. Yep.
Nice.
But, yeah. Where should we start with this?
I wanted to point out a little problem.
Okay.
But I'm trying... Oh, this movie is just like a little problem. I know this movie is for hyper-reality. This isn't supposed to be a realistic movie.
Yeah.
But there is some points where it's like, how did Carlo's mom know this? Like, he didn't even tell Carlo some of these things. Like, the author, I don't think he brought up to Carlo ever.
Well, the killer, like, because they keep saying the killer is always, like, 2 steps ahead or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's, like, maybe implied that, like, he confided in Carlos, but we never really see him talking to her mom at all throughout the film, do we? Like, ever.
Yeah, we don't.
He's always, like, out of the house whenever he tries to reach Carlo.
I mean, we also set up that telepaths are real in this world. But there's never another telepath.
No, and I don't know if it's just because the killer was cleaning up anyway, so just covering all the tracks. And then like he just happened to keep interfering basically when like the author thing was just lucky that the killer got there first.
Like she was already planning that a week ago, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. But like they never really explained that.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, that takes a movie down a star. It's just sort of a. What was that about?
Yeah. And just to get, I guess, all the other problems out of the way, just that scene of him on the outside of the building was silly, as we mentioned. So
it was silly, and also, like, investigating the building, the movie kind of drags a bit there.
A little bit. I agree.
Oh, what was the one where was it just climbing outside the building where we both went, yeah, we can cut that, and it would save 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, this was, it's considered one of the greatest Giallo specifically of all time.
I understand
I can see that. Yeah. Like the investigative aspects are really good, I feel. Like it has a really solid mystery, especially compared to a lot of other Giallo at the time.
Also, you could compare to Crystal Plumage because Mark doesn't technically have a reason to stay or keep looking into this. But I think the fact he isn't dragging someone else into the danger makes it more like, yeah, he can just do that.
He can just do that. He said he doesn't have a girlfriend, you know, he doesn't have anyone to protect, you know, and he said he had a morbid fascination with that kind of stuff, which is more of an explanation than we got with Bird. So
yeah, with Bird is just like, why are you still here?
Exactly. But yeah, he's allowed to do that. He's a young musician and just go around town investigating in his spare time.
I also really like his scenes with Gianna. They make a fun couple.
They do, honestly, yeah. Because the scene, like, it just has little bits of comedy sprinkled in here that I really, really like. Just little character moments, and that's something that I really like. Is we spend a lot of times with the characters, kind of getting to know them, but it doesn't really ever take away from the plot.
But what if there was none of that?
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy, should we get into that?
Yeah, let's segue into that.
Well, hey, this movie, shocker, shocker, was heavily edited upon export release. This was released in Italy uncut, but for the foreign versions, there were extensive story scenes that were cut, and it basically just got to the mystery. They cut a lot of the comedic bits between him and Gianna out. His entire character introduction with him directing the band, saying maybe it needs to drag just a bit more, be a bit more loose. That was cut out entirely. Like...
And if you do want to see the full version, Arrow Video has a Blu-ray release. You do have to watch it subbed because those scenes that were cut were never dubbed.
Yeah, because they did produce an English dub. However, it was only for the very shortened edited version. So they do have a hybrid version on there if that's really that big of an issue. But it won't flow as nicely because you can tell which scenes were cut and which ones were in the movie. It takes you out of the immersion, basically.
Yeah, because it'd be one thing if it was like, oh, here's a gory scene, and maybe the victim screams in Italian, but here it's talking scenes.
Yeah, they will just randomly start talking Italian and then go back to speaking English.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Also, I like the camera work, especially the one shot when they're leaving the funeral, because it starts far away down the road and you just see them in the distance. And it's them coming closer to the camera with no zoom.
Yeah, there's no zoom. They just keep walking and walking, and it just keeps kind of focusing in on them. The only thing is they do is kind of tilt up to keep them in the frame.
Yeah,
but yeah. I've never seen a shot like that. It's so odd, but so cool.
Yeah, it's just very nice.
Yeah, there's something about the camera too that's just ever so fluid. Like there's always some kind of movement going on with it, which is really cool.
When was the Steadicam invented?
I think that was like because Shining was what 80.
Yeah, Shine was the first movie to use it.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure. That could be wrong. I know they got the guy who invented the Steadicam to be the cameraman.
Yes, which makes 100% sense.
He knows how it fucking works.
Yep. It was actually invented the year this movie came out in 75. So when it was in production, it wouldn't have...
Damn.
Yeah,
Will loves Steadicam.
He would have, honestly.
I mean, he might. He's
might,
still around.
He is. He's still making movies. So,
but yeah, the camera works real fun still.
Oh yeah, and the cinematography gorgeous, set design amazing. It feels like a lot of this was actually shot on location, doesn't it? Like I didn't sense a lot of sets. Like they were there, but.
Did you mean to say sets?
Yes, I did. What did I say?
You said like stets.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, sets. Sorry.
Your T got confused.
Yep. And the soundtrack by Goblin, always amazing.
I will say it feels a bit unfitting at times.
Sometimes, yeah.
But it makes at least some, unlike a opera where it doesn't feel like it fits at all, due to Mark being a jazz player, the more jazzy tone of everything makes sense.
Yeah, and I just love the vibe to the music, honestly. It just it's a vibe, man. And speaking of which, this was actually his first ever collaboration with Goblin. Mm-hmm. So, because he originally contacted jazz pianist and composer Giorgino Gasolini, I don't know how to say that properly, to score the film. However, he was unhappy with his output. After failing to get Pink Floyd to replace him, Argento turned back to Italy and found Goblin, a local prog rock band. Their leader, Claudio Simonetti, impressed Argento by producing 2 compositions within just one night.
They did apparently make most of the soundtrack in a week.
Yeah, which is impressive. Argento signed them immediately, and they ended up composing most of the film's musical score, and subsequently worked with him a lot, which is awesome. He was like, you guys are my guys. And my God, it's just... Goblin and Argento are a match made in heaven. Mm-hmm. They just go so... Their styles go so well together.
They match each other's weirdness.
Yes.
I will say, all I wanted so badly was to have a scene with the jazzy music playing and then cut to Mark working and it's actually diegetic.
Oh, I wanted that to happen so bad. He does not go for that, unfortunately.
Sadly, no.
But I had one other thing I was going to add, but I don't know.
I guess one other thing with like cool camera tricks and whatnot, I forgot to mention the setup or in the summary that Mark did figure out what the painting was. It was a mirror looking at a painting.
Yes.
So when he was walking back out, it would have been a different angle.
Yep.
However, if you do watch from the beginning of the movie, you can see Carlo's mother standing there. I even went back and checked too. I was like, wow, you just give it away instantly, but it's so quick and you're kind of more focused on the body at hand. You don't think about it.
Exactly. It is brilliant how that's done, honestly. I love that he added that, so.
Imagine if you came home drunk, though, to that hallway.
Oh, I know, right?
All just horrific faces.
Yeah.
For a good while. It's a long hallway. And then you put a mirror there, what, just to scare the shit out of yourself?
Right? Like, when you really think about the design, it's like, no one would have this. But it does really matter, like I said, because it goes for more surreal. Like,
yeah, it's going otherworldly. Scariest thing is that fucking puppet.
Oh my god, that's like the biggest scare of the movie. Because you don't expect it.
You don't expect it. It's never explained.
Yeah. It's just this, and the way it's shot, it's just running at you. Like, the legs look so unnatural as it's moving.
That's what made it the most disturbing was the movement. The movement's really off.
Yes. And it's great because, like, it's in shadow, so you can't really tell if it's like a specter or like actually something.
And we already said Supernatural is technically real here.
Yup.
Actually, I think in China or Japan, this was just released as Suspiria 2.
Even though it was made before.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because it was released later. But yeah, that scare works so well. It's just, what the fuck is going on?
It's just there. Like, no introduction, no big spooky thing. It's just, rah!
Well, they did set up a scare because you had the killer's POV and there's an open door. Yeah. But then it comes out of a different door within the shot, which makes it worse because your eyes are focused elsewhere. It's a really clever scare.
Yes. And speaking of which, the gore is amazing.
Oh, the gore is so much fun.
God. Like you said, this probably has some of the best killer deaths in Argento movies.
Oh, honestly. The killers all go out so fucking good.
Oh, so nice.
The decapitation with the necklace. Oh my god.
So good. Because you actually see it go all the way like through. Then the head just...
I did see some people talking about more of the point of this movie where... Because we brought this up in Tenebrae. Yeah. With Argento being criticized for how he treats women. But... this movie is also making a point about that. Mark is constantly underestimating women.
Yes. Like, he says, like, oh, women, they're just not as strong or something. And then, like, after that argument, he says something like, oh, well, we got her beat in the smarts. Like, but yeah, like, Gianna is great because she's kind of the strong female type and she just constantly, like, puts him in his place, basically.
And even the ending is putting him back in his place because he thought everything was wrapped up. Like, obviously, a man did all of this. And then I was like, wait a minute. Yep. That's what people were pointing out too when I was looking over reviews is when he gets back to that town square, the audience has put together that twist of, wait a minute, Carlo was right there when the first murder happened.
Yeah, exactly.
But he doesn't because of his own ego.
Yep. So it makes sense. It's just a clever way of like adding some more tension there because you've asked that question and then you see him like, come on.
Well, last horse is about to cross the finish line, baby.
Yep. They realizes, oh yeah, you see the killer walk out and then Carlos comes this way. So...
What if he waved to the killer? It's like, hi, Mom.
Yeah, right?
But yeah, just overall, real good movie.
Oh, yeah. Really solid. So, and another fun fact, the close-ups of the killer's hands were all performed by Argento himself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he did himself. He said Argento was convinced that having all the killing scenes performed by himself would be quicker and easier than teaching the moves to an actor who would require endless retakes to perform everything to his satisfaction. So...
I do also know he hates retakes.
Yeah.
The arm wrestling scene, both actors rehearsed it like 15 times.
Really?
And he was getting so fucking pissed about it.
Yeah.
He's like, just let's do the scene.
That's so funny. So he's kind of like Clint Eastwood in that respect, where he just likes to just shoot.
He's the opposite of David Fincher. It's not
Yeah.
50 takes. I want to do this in one if I can.
That's interesting. I actually did not know that. But everyone does a good job, and David Hemmings is actually very distinct as Dave, because he was in, I think it was Blow Up, right?
I looked at what it was, and I forget if it's Blow Up or Blow Out. But yes, he was in that.
Yeah, so you may have seen him in that if you've seen that movie before.
I have.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I was talking to the audience. But
I know, but I'm here too.
Yeah.
Just I found it pretentious.
That's fair.
Maybe I'd like it more now since I'm more open to like an artsy film, but seeing it for the first time in like freshman year, it's like, oh my God, can we just get to the fucking point?
Yeah. And Daria Nicoldi, what would be his wife, this is also his first collaboration with her ever too. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah. So a lot of firsts. We got Goblin, we got her. So
were they married yet, or was that after this?
That was after this.
So he didn't start killing her till after they were married.
But yeah, this was just a great movie, and it's a good place to start if you want to get into Dario Argento, because it was really the first movie where he became Dario Argento. He like found his style. So it feels weird recommending it as a first though, because that's true.
Sort of like Suspiria, yes, it's a great way to enter Giallo and Argento, but also you're starting at the top. There's a lot lower stuff.
That is true.
In comparison.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else with this.
I think that's just about it, huh?
Yeah. Pacing was good. The characters were three-dimensional. I do like the comedy too. At one point, when Mark figures out about the trees, he tries to call Gianna, but the only phone he can find is in like a cafe where someone is making an espresso, so steam keeps shooting at him. There's people next to him playing pinball. It's just too fucking loud.
Yeah. I do really like just all the scenes feel busy. They feel lived in. There's not like clear background extras. It feels like you could have just shot this on the street. Like,
yeah.
The direction was really good for all the extras.
Like when the steam happens the second time, he's just like, why would you put a phone here?
Exactly. Why did you put the phone here? Can you not just wait until I'm done, please?
No one's even ordering. The dude was clearly just being a dick.
Exactly. But yes, I think it is time very soon, audience, to do our ratings.
Yes. As we have done with every movie we've ever covered, we need to use our rating system. So, Cameron, how much would you recommend this movie?
Highly.
Yeah.
Bam.
I think if you're able to handle gore and horror,
yes,
very good. If you like a good murder mystery and you could take a little bit of the surrealist and, again, gore, good place to go.
Yeah.
I should mention that with the kills, Argento specifically went with stuff people could relate to.
Yes.
That's why the dude was hitting teeth so much, because everyone's chipped a tooth or at least hurt their teeth in some way. The woman is smothered in boiling water because everyone scolded themselves.
Yep, exactly. And everyone's probably stabbed themselves accidentally with a knife at least once.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and everyone's had to deal with the creepy doll running into their office at some point.
You know it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Or getting their necklace stuck in an elevator and chopping their head off. Happens at least once a week for me. But yeah, I'd give this a very high recommendation.
Absolutely. Same.
Maybe not full on rush out to see it, but like if it is available on a streaming service you have, it is on Shudder at time of recording.
Nice.
And I think it is the full Arrow version.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'd say give it a solid watch at some point.
Absolutely.
Now, the gimmick of the show.
The gimmick of the show, everybody.
So, we are back on the series wheel. The series wheel is full of a bunch of series that you have heard of and your friends have heard of. So that way, when we watch a movie on there, you can be like, hey, you remember this movie? You should hear these two dudes talk about it. And then your friend says, please. but you still make them listen. Anyway, I will say, if you're new here, and you're on the YouTube version, you may be looking at the wheel and say, why is James Bond on there 3 times? We have basically chaos magic rule because Bond has been very rude about not being picked. And we have not landed on it for 3 cycles. Thus, there are now 3 Bond spaces.
Yes.
Once we land on Bond, though, it will go back to being 1 space, just for fairness. Because, again, we have, 25 movies?
Yes, and we've only done 3.
And we've done 3! So anyway, it is time to spin.
I can't complain about that at all.
I can't either. We get to talk about Lupin the Third some more.
Yeah.
Which I luckily have a physical copy of this because they go for like $700.
Yeah, the last one and this one, for some reason, like they went out of print super hard and super fast. Like they only had them for like a few months, I think, before like.
Yeah, there had to be some legal problem that came up. Maybe the music or something.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But yeah, this is Lupin in the 90s, I think?
Yeah, still in the 90s. Yep.
90s with Lupin the Third, Dead or Alive.
Yeah, and I think it was also, surprisingly enough, one of the first ones to use bits of CG here and there. So we'll see how that goes.
I mean, God, 90s anime is so fucking cool.
It is so fucking cool.
The 90s was a real peak in animation, and then we
Yes.
fell off from that, and we need to get back to it, but that would involve studios having to trust 2D animation for a bit.
Which, in this country at least, is not as respected.
Yep. Well, you know, Princess and the Frog didn't do well. We did put it up against one of our own movies, though. In a weekend notorious for being bad for the box office. Weird how that works.
Yep.
I mean, before that, we had Treasure Planet, and that failed too. Sure, it was holiday weekend and against the sequel to Harry Potter, but, you know, clearly the movie's fault.
Exactly.
Also, we had trailers that spoiled the entire ending, and consumers knew that by summer it would be out on DVD and just didn't have to pay for a ticket then. But no, Disney didn't try to fuck you in any way possible.
No, why would they do that?
I'm not bitter.
No, that's not stupid in any way. But yes, anyway, thank you so much for listening, and we will see you guys next time sometime, I think.
I don't think we'll see them. It is an audio podcast.
Shit.